Okay, back into this game. I had a hell of a bad time last time I was in this game. So hopefully that's not the case. What the hell is... Oh great, my chair sunk a little bit. Am I capable of healing this damage, or am I just stuck at this? Oh, cool. I guess my health is just stuck that way.
Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
Still don't know why the hell he was all the way out here. And frankly, I don't know if I care. Please tell me I can fast travel. Because the last thing I want to do is have to walk all the way back there. Glad I can fast travel. Hey, look at that. My health's coming back. Finally. I guess it doesn't want me to use the stolen one. If that stolen one even actually exists.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Alrighty then. Man, that last session of Hell, this was fun. Got my ass handed to me. But it was fun. It's usually when I'm getting, you know, a one-sided beatdown. I don't really enjoy it. I guess good company makes all the difference. Have I mentioned the Discord server? I can't remember if I've mentioned the Discord server recently. Or the last time I mentioned it. Okay, not a whole lot going on in this room.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report.
I knew it! My chair did sink. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's see.
Good. David won't be able to resist a story like this. He'll do some preliminary confirmations, which will be enough to get the broadcast out to the public. And how did the neuroamp perform? I thought it
I'm
would.
just gonna lie. It wasn't.
So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the
Ugh.
Three Star Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception. We've already done some initial evaluations, so I'm certain of it. Infinity has a lot of appeal being in New Atlantis. I'm sure plenty of brilliant minds are there because they prefer the location. Plus, there's always that handful of people that think they've got something to prove by not working for Ryujin. As if other corporations are really any better. I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them. Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
12,000 credits. Yeah, these missions can be a little annoying, but damn it, do they pay well. Okay. For internal neuroamp, yes. For Infinity LTD, yes. That's...
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Oh? Your response tells me Masako must have given you similar advice. It'd be unlike her to not fully exploit an advantage, especially when she believes acquiring Infinity is the right thing to do. Well, It does make Ryujin look good, and we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting. I can only imagine the contracts that will be pouring in. We'd almost be literally in control of anything we wanted. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
It's good to see you again. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I'd be the next Ray DeCaris, my childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
You operatives really will wear anything. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. An efficient exchange, then. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees? This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation? And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement. Being prepared for anything is a great asset, one that Masako excels at. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
I'm not gonna go against it. I already have the internal neuroamp,
There were more hours in the day.
which I believe should mean I'm effectively shielded from it.
Well, Well, if it isn't my favorite operative, something I can help you with? You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. I do pride myself on solid contracts, and this one would be especially challenging. Huh. Well, what do you know?
I didn't think that was gonna work.
You just convinced me.
It said persuade, and I was like,
yours belongs in the courtroom. Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to think about the dangers it could represent. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage. Tech like this only has good applications when you have complete control over who uses it. Once that tech hits a market, open or private, that control is gone. And not only that, the tech is out there to be advanced or modified by anyone who might get their hands on it. Because the external neuroamps are built to help the user on a personal level. They aid in reason, communication, confidence, all things that can make the difference in a person's self-image. And yes, they can be abused. But that's why there are laws regarding improper usage. In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is within my power. Now you've made it sound like a proper challenge that I can't help but accept. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
the persuasion capability of this thing is a little too fucking strong. But the question is, can it only wouldn't it only be able to affect people that have a neuroamp?
Briefed you on her preferred outcome. That's because you're the one with the tool to do it. As long as Masako has the internal neuroamp on her side, she can't lose. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened. Completely. I understand the success it can bring for the corporation, but my only concern here is security. It's not that the board majority fails to see the dangers. It's that they believe we can overcome them. That hubris could easily bring this corporation down one day. I only hope it won't be on my watch. I suppose you're right. As long as I'm fully aware of the risks, I can properly account for them. My first priority will be to get the board and all security members set up with shielding as soon as possible. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
And her vote is secured as well. Yeah, the manipulation ability in actual speech is more powerful than getting people to do things.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side? Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year. Well, you have my attention. Of course, which is why I know it requires some very delicate handling. But unlike Alexis, I believe we can get the proper restrictions and regulations in place to have a marketable product. We do it every day with weapons we arm ourselves and our ships with. Don't I know it? I think Alexis and I are truly gonna have our work cut out for one another. We'll discuss security ramifications with Dalton, and I'm sure there are alterations, safety nets, if you will, that we'll need from Vina. It's sure to be quite the undertaking. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Alright, now just to attend the meeting. There's a lot of parts of this suit that I don't like the design of. But I like the arms. Like the patterning on the arms and the legs. It's neat. Everything else is a bit weird.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've
That was awkward.
successfully exposed Infinity Ltd.'s botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? If there's nothing else, this meeting is concluded. I'll be following up with a few of you shortly.
Everybody agreed on the neuroamp, so it wasn't even a matter needed to be discussed, it looks like.
You're looking interesting today.
Is everybody just commenting on my... I think everybody's just commenting on my attire.
So, Infinity Ltd learned a lesson the hard way.
I'm not
We
returning this
exposed
suit.
the traitor among us.
It's mine now.
You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. Of course. But these particular assignments required a certain secrecy that most do not. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time. I hope that enthusiasm sticks with you for the foreseeable future. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
Fair enough. It was worth trying and ask. Ooh, that was weird. That was like seeing a ghost. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Did it change my mission? There. Yeah, I want to talk with Imogen. Should have her job back now. Now that the actual traitor has been exposed.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions? Good. The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside.
Nice.
And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course. You certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy, just for you.
It's not much of an office, but it's mine. Ah, that's a lot of white. Hack a trade tower for Xenofresh. Brain had a stroke trying to fucking read that. Xenofresh fisheries. Ew. That Xenofresh fisheries. My brain does not like that string of words together. Plant evidence at Demo's Star Yard. And sabotage Hope Tech. Plant an arc device at Hope Tech as usual. Don't get caught. That would be an interesting way to kind of 2-for-1 it. I gotta at least sit in the chair. Not for long, of course.
April, I finished that research you needed done. Everything's
Don't
right
cause any
here.
trouble. I'll be the judge of that. Let me see. It's perfect. Well done. This should be enough to get me back in the field by next week.
I've got my eye on you.
All right. I want to check out what's going on that engineering floor. I don't think I've seen this. Ooh. I've blown those up before, I believe.
Man, I wish I could buy one of these.
Miss Daisel. Welcome to the Tayo family.
I can't believe it.
Dry Dock Blues, Tayo Engineering Store. Instead of fueling our competitors, why not sell directly to Tayo? If you're an independent shipper, please contact Fern. Oh, so I can sell raw resources to them. Ooh. Do these all just say the same thing? Yeah, okay. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
It'll be at the spaceport before you get there fully.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
Unless I miss my mark, someone as interesting as you doesn't work here. Welcome to the office of the famed spacecraft engineer Dara Ulrich. Such as it is. Word of advice? Walk carefully. Dara is in fine form today. It is tough for anyone to live up to her example. Even Dara herself. She pioneered some really dazzling advances in modern spacecraft engineering and design. Things like seamless heat shielding with high-tech composites, to distributing power asynchronously to improve reactor yields. She's an unsung legend in the field, really. We do core spacecraft engineering here. Pure R&D. We're also supposed to be designing daring new customer-facing features. Things to get people revved up about our product lines. So, I see no harm in going for the easy wins. Instead, we focus on always being on the cutting edge. And too often we come up with nothing. Oh, dear Lord, don't let Dara hear you say that. If you have your own ship, we're always looking for bulk resources. The Star Yards had negotiated a set price with the Trades Authority. Twice the market rate. As a first-time contractor, I am required by law to let you know that every Star Yard offers the same terms. But obviously, you should deal with us. Depending on your cargo hold size, you may need to make several trips to fulfill the order. So what we need is copper. We need a small shipment, 500 units of it. Excellent. This invoice has the details.
Nice.
It changes minute by minute. I have 3 doctorates in spacecraft engineering and related fields. I push to be assigned here, and I've learned so much. But the working conditions leave something to be desired. Another time, I hope?
I wonder how much copper I actually have in my cargo hold. Let's see. Probably not enough to... Yeah, no, I've only got 8 on me. But I think one of my places does collect copper. So I can probably go and make a pickup of that and get that done right quick. How much cash do I have on me? That's a pretty good amount.
Tayo's not a bad beat.
The drum beat's an interesting looking weapon.
Buy now or buy next year. The amount of business they do here.
No ship's better in the settled systems.
Every Tayo innovation gets copied by other Star Yards.
Interesting.
Decisions.
That made me think. Okay, so drone and infinity. Oh wow, they were quick about that, weren't they? They've already got it added in.
Safer with one of those drone security robots.
Yeah, and the kids are going to love it.
That salesperson
Keep
was
out of
really
my way
nervous.
and I'll keep out of yours.
We got all our details right.
We'll find out soon enough. And I'm sure you made his day with the sale. Now let's stop by.
Okay, that was a stair. I've been on this floor. Yeah.
Check out our latest models.
Because I remember sending this thing to go and distract some guys.
If I had the technical skills, I'd apply the drone in a heartbeat.
I did remember this place. I... Oh, that's intriguing. Huh. Wait a fucking minute. What?
I wish the people here were a bit more. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay, looks like the ceiling's probably solid.
Working here sure beats New Atlantis.
It's nice working closely with Ryujin's other subsidiaries.
The work environment is so different here.
Yeah, I always wanted to work for Ryujin Industries.
Huh. That sounds like acquiring Infinity Ltd was actually a good idea.
Nice, but I miss my old place.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I put in for a transfer as soon as Ryujin acquired us.
At the very least, a lot of the people here seem happy with the
Tranquility
transfer.
has some job openings soon. Oh, robotics is my passion.
Hey, Rob, how's your day going?
Then, is this a different
I
group?
got to meet Tranquility's Blend Master during my last visit here.
Okay, yeah, so this is Tranquility's area, right?
Hello, welcome to the
Yeah,
office.
okay.
Visiting Tranquility always cheers
I
me
feel
up.
blessed to work in a place that makes me happy.
Wait a minute. Wonder if the internal neuro amp has anything to do with their joy. Wait a minute. It's actually, huh? Well, that person's probably actually got a mission.
You can never have too much security these days.
What the fuck is happening? What is happening? I'm leaving. I don't know what's happening. And I don't know if I want to.
This is the only shop in town where you'll find neuroamps like these.
That hadn't even crossed my mind of like buying neuroamps.
Welcome to the Ryujin Industries. I'm stocked up on all of Ryujin.
could have been buying the proper looking this whole time. So, the executive suit. Salary suit. Sleek. Neuroboost Mark 1 for intimidation. 10% intimidation. Oh, Neurocom for diplomacy. And Neurotech for instigation. Like starting fights? Which one do I have? The Neuroboost, the intimidation focused one. Oh, that's again selling. Okay, let's see. Ah, but that gives a 10% persuasion chance. Oh yeah, I should probably sell these. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the intimidation chance, though. Yeah, there we go.
Bye-bye.
Let's check to see if this guy's got anything weapons that are good. Okay, so that's just the base version with that. No thanks, no thanks, and no thanks. Oh, right, there was the spacer. Annihilator rounds were a munition type that I actually wanted to try. Deals double damage to targets with full health. 25% increase in attack speed. A laser sight suppressor and a large mag. Don't really want that. I'll sell that too. Yeah, I want to keep that, definitely. There we go.
Come back soon.
Got the weapon I wanted, got rid of some wasted inventory space. Oh, I should be able to buy
Always a perfect day. Welcome to
tranquility.
I'm Delilah. Is this your first time joining the rat race, huh? I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you then. At least half of the stress easing. Feel free to stop by. I have some great products.
I can't imagine that the XP would stack. Oh, you can buy coffee mugs.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, that's not explored. What was this place?
Now, James?
Welcome to Newell's.
To get upset. But Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Thanks for stopping by our shop.
Wait. Ryujin Apartments? I didn't know they had apartments. Oh, wait a minute. No, they talked. The one Infinity LTD guy talked about it.
Good, but I've got more than you can handle.
It's a cool looking gun. Very shiny. At least it's interesting in my opinion. It's a very long barrel. Can never remember what rounds I actually need and which ones I don't. Yeah, I want to keep the mag pulse. Space Adept modified auto rivet was hair trigger, Space Adept with... Okay, yeah, I don't care for that. Suppress calibrated tombstone. No thank. Tesla Assassin's calibrated drumbeat. Is that a weapon I got to use? I might have put it away because I didn't have any fucking ammo for it. Double damage to targets with full health, 15% damage while aiming. Tesla rounds will sometimes emit electricity where they land that damages and slows nearby targets. Interesting. Oh, it's semi-auto too.
Always keep plenty of ammo in stock. Sometimes sticks. I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path.
There you go, there's free Storm Rangers. Let's see. That beard looks awful. Okay, so instigation and diplomacy. Alrighty. Now, one thing I don't know is if my base actually still mines copper. I think the thing that I was farming there wasn't really needed. Well, let's see. Okay, no, so iron and aluminum is what my base has on stock. Lots of iron and aluminum. Like, fucking a lot. Probably actually ran out of storage space for all the iron and aluminum. Alright. So I can only hold 47 adaptive frames. Let's just turn that machine off. Yeah, I need to get rid of those guns. I didn't even realize it was Space Adept. Kinda sucks that it does decrease damage on planets. What in the fuck? It's an interesting looking gun. If I recall, I don't have the mod needed to change the ammo for this one. Okay, well, let's see if I can upgrade any of my research. Oh, I don't have the special project skill. Well, I had a little bit of adhesive. Doesn't look like I have anything that I can use for any of those, though. Yep, same goes for that. The old Fallout with a fence post strategy. Or the rubber floor mat. That was another alternative. Well, I've got enough to get to that, but I'm not going to spend a point into that right now. You can force a target NPC up to 10 levels higher than you to obey commands for a limited time. I don't think I'm ever going to use that ability realistically, so. Ah, okay, so more active people. Okay, so I need a level in special projects, but I cannot make that. Scan the moons of your current planet. Have 10% chance to discover a trait when scanning. Wonder what traits actually do. Damn, still need to destroy 5 ships. Automated ship weapons do 10% more damage. Yeah, not being able to fucking open everything is really annoying. So I'll go with that. How much mass did I have? Oh. That's a lot. Am I close enough to my ship to send this to it? Okay, well that's good enough. I wonder if I'd be able to finish any of those projects by grabbing all this. Surely I'll be able to build something with all of these materials. Well, those are blocked because I don't have the skill. Those are blocked because I don't have the skill. Blocked because I don't have the skill. Don't have the resources. Don't have the skill. Don't have the resources. Don't have the resources or the skills. Can't fucking do shit. Well, maybe there's something I can build on this thing. You know what, fuck it, I'll build a compensator. Actually, wait. Oh, I didn't realize I could build the suppressor. I'm gonna build that instead, obviously. I can only make the medium and small, and I don't really want to make the white hot rounds for it. I don't have receiver mod, so I can't make it semi-automatic. I would love to, though. Okay, can't make anything for that. Oh wow, I can actually install the binary trigger. Wait, no I can't. I don't know why I thought I could. Was it... Do I have... Oh, I have all the building materials. I just don't have the capability to actually build it. That makes sense. Is there anything I can do with this shotgun? The answer is no. I forgot I had slugs installed. What about the Peacekeeper? It's got the stabilizing barrel. Increases accuracy, recoil, control, and range at the cost of aim down sight speed. Specialized mag-assisted barrels vastly increase accuracy and recoil control at the cost of aim down sight speed while standing still. But the accuracy, range, and everything is better on this one. Is it supposed to be the recoil control? I don't see how the stabilizing barrel is better. Maybe the recoil control is just a lot stronger. I don't know. I guess I'll leave that on there. Wait, it's got the tactical magazine? Definitely not going with the smaller the standard. I mean... Bigger magazine just sounds better. Is there anything I can do with this? I can give it a longer barrel. No laser, no scope. That's... I don't really care for like, what, 3% accuracy? I don't know if that's even worth mentioning, really. You know what? I'm gonna throw it on it just because I can. No, I should probably drop that first. Do I have copper? Well, that's 40, the copper. I'm just gonna go and have my other base produce it. Okay. Store all resources. I swear my resource problem in this game is as bad as it is in Minecraft. Okay, no, I don't think I had anything else. No. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can grab what's left in my ship, and while I do this, I'll end the episode off here.